I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go! Here we go! Make the play here. Just stay patient. Just take the goal. The Giants move it all. Down like the last one, baby.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
This defense for the Pats, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Now it's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain of 39 on third.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Wilson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Dolphins at 8-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Yeah, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
On third down, Wilson.
Got him in. It's McBride complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point and go by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. And this one too low. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jones looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton. 51 yards. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. There's Wilson to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. first down. Jenkins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Gabriel Davis. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They go play action with Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 14, Dolphins 7.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots 36-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now a give right side. It's Jenkins. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great effort there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, Barton, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
66.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much... Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw again. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off play action, Jones.
And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down now, it's Jenkins, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Jones now. Throwing on 4th down.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jenkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. That brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play.
Set.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton, 26 yards.
And the Patriots are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Jenkins.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defense.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's was a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50. But neither the offense nor the kicking team can capitalize.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
82 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Dolphins 21.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, You're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Come on, set. 5-64, weak.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted. Because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. One last shot at the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.